Okay, we're on the air.
We are on the air. Episode 10.
Episode number 10.
Number 10.
Wow. Pretty good.
We just got done at Pizza Joe's in Nazareth.
Yeah, good old Pizza Joe's. We
Yeah,
had some great Sicilian. Probably makes the
great
best in the
Sicilian
valley.
pizza.
Yeah, fantastic. And,
So what do you want to talk about tonight?
well, I think one of the things we should start with is the Super Bowl.
the 40-22 win? My God. The
Oh,
third quarter was like 33-6. I couldn't believe it.
the Eagles have such a good defense. I mean, their
I'm
numbers are
surprised you're
outstanding.
saying that, Giant fan. I'm surprised you're giving credit due.
Well,
I'm proud of you. I really am. Even though the fans ruined the city, burnt the truck.
I know. But you got to give it to them. I mean, they played flawlessly. I mean, they
Yeah,
made
they did. They did. They played good. They were prepared. They made the Chiefs look like they were like on drugs. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah,
You know?
after getting there, three
Yeah.
times in a row?
Yeah. The Eagles' defense
Wow.
just was in Mahomes' face all night. All night.
Yeah. Yeah, he was under pressure, what'd they say,
Oh,
almost 50% of the
yeah.
time or
Yeah.
more. So,
I mean, time of possession. That'll tell you right there. 36 minutes, 58 seconds for Philly, 23 minutes and 2 seconds for Kansas City. Is that what you have?
yep, 23 and 36,
Yep.
yeah.
Total yards,
Wow.
345 for Philly, 275 for Kansas City. And Kansas City, those yards were probably towards the end of the game where they scored the
Yeah,
two or
they
three
just kind of let him
touchdowns.
score at that
Yeah.
point. I mean, it was such, the odds of them coming
Yep.
back were not going to happen. What surprised me, though, is the passing yards weren't that far off. Of course, but Kansas City didn't do much with it. What do you got? I got 226 to
Right.
210 on the Eagles.
210, yep. And then, but the other thing that you got to look at, the turnovers. 3 turnovers,
Yep.
Kansas City, 1 for Philly.
Yeah, and the other thing that was the sacks. Philly got 6 sacks
Yeah.
on them, and that
Yeah.
was just,
Yeah.
I expected a closer game, of course. The only good thing, my son bets on these things.
Yeah.
Like coin toss. That's the
Right.
only thing he won. He won,
Right.
by the way. He won $50.
Oh, $50, yeah.
But he was, I forget what, it was the second quarter, I think, after they scored the first touchdown,
Mm-hmm.
and it was 40, I think, to 6.
Mm-hmm.
They went for, and my son had a $150 bet on 40 and 7.
Oh,
But not KC, the Eagles went for the extra point.
yeah.
And I said to him, well, if they get the extra point, you don't win because it's an 8.
Right.
And if they don't, it's a 6. So you lose.
Yeah.
You're going to lose either way. So he was
Yeah.
so mad about that.
Yeah.
But he did okay.
But it was interesting. I mean, with Trump being there and
Yeah, he got a pretty good applause.
yeah,
That
he
was
did.
great.
He got a very good applause. I'm surprised they didn't put the camera on him so much, but I guess I think maybe they didn't want to make it all about the president. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right. It was the first president that ever went to a football game
Right.
or a Super
And
Bowl.
supposedly he left at 8 o'clock or 10 after 8 or something like that. So, but
Yeah, and somebody, what did I hear? I don't know. Somebody said, "Oh, all the money we spent to get him there, and then he left. He was all mad." I'm like, "What?
yeah,
What are you talking about?"
yeah,
He wasn't mad. He hoped for any team to win, and it's but the Eagles, man, as a Giants fan, I got to say, man, wow,
yeah.
there was no stopping them.
There was no stopping them. And I thought that Saquon Barkley would do a lot more. He did good, but it seemed like Jalen Hurts, and the passes were perfect, and perfect receivers, everybody. It was really a flawless game, other than the one turnover they had. I mean, it was really,
Yeah, and
really
Barkley usually has the highest rushing
Yes.
yards, and he didn't.
Right, he
Frankly, he didn't do
Yeah.
much, and the team still came
And
through.
who was MVP? That was Jalen Hurts, the
Yeah,
quarterback.
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They showed him he was in Disney World. Remember they used to say that at the end of the Super Bowl?
You just won the Super Bowl. Where are you going?
Tom Brady, what are you going to do now? You just won the Super Bowl.
Right.
I'm going to Disney World.
Right.
Well, evidently, Jalen Hurts was at Disney World the other day. They were interviewing him, and he was right in front of the castle.
Oh,
So, yeah.
so he went there already.
He went there already, yeah. They're doing their parade on Friday
Oh, he's probably
in Philadelphia.
He was anticipating a win, maybe.
Yeah.
So that was good. The other thing on the Super Bowl part, was this halftime show. Now, I'm going to say a disclaimer real quick. You're looking at a guy that's into classic rock
Yeah, we both are. We're the product of the 1970s.
but also into jazz, and
Yeah.
we're into a lot of. I'm into a lot of different music,
Right.
new bands, old
Right.
bands, whatever. But what was put on at the, as far as my
Yeah.
opinion goes, what the hell was that?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
And this guy won Grammys. This guy's got a lot of
so
Grammys to him.
five-time Grammy winner. I never heard of him
Yeah, I
before.
never did. I mean, it's
This was
obviously we
Kendrick
don't.
Lamar, by the way.
You're old at 67, and I'm kind of old at
Yeah,
66.
yeah, right
No,
behind
but
me.
you're right. I mean, I didn't hear of him either, but they're saying that he was terrific artist. But at the halftime, I just didn't understand it. It was just, I don't know. To
Well,
me, the best.
wait. Before you get there, I know where you're going. Let me just show this clip because
Okay.
I'm going to show you a clip of some of Kendrick Lamar, and then we'll come back.
Okay.
And then I got another clip, and I think you're going to mention it, and I'll roll that clip afterwards.
Okay.
I can seize the government too. Remember the fools, them color was tan and brown, but now the 100 is blue. Remember I said I'm the greatest back when you debated the number one and number two. Topic was always hilarious to me. You carried them to me, I brought out the
So, like I said earlier, what the hell was that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
No.
you were going to say some other
Well,
Super Bowls, right?
I just remember other Super. I remember Bruno Mars. God,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
so good.
Yep.
I remember Michael Jackson years ago. It
Yeah.
was so good.
Well, it's funny you mention that because I want to show you a clip that I put together of 3 Super Bowls: Lady Gaga, Michael Jackson,
Right.
and Bruno Mars.
Right.
They're just short clips, but
Yeah.
check this out and tell me if you see a difference.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think?
Oh yeah. I mean, come on. Bruno Mars is unbelievable.
Well,
He
that
is just
particular Super Bowl
terrific.
too, he started on the drums, if you
Yes,
remember.
I know. He's a very good drummer. He's
Yeah.
an excellent drummer.
Wow.
And I know I played drums up until I was about 25. And he is a very, very good drummer.
And by the way, Bill can still play drums.
Oh,
He just
I
doesn't.
try.
My kids. Well, he's my godfather to one of my kids, and they haven't seen him play drums.
Yeah.
But
I
he's
know.
good at what he does.
Yeah.
It comes right back to him.
Remember talking about Super Bowl halftimes. Remember Janet Jackson, or she had that
Oh yeah,
the thing come off with Justin Timberlake?
yeah. They called it a wardrobe
Yeah,
malfunction.
wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, well, that's when they were interesting. Everybody was watching
yeah.
too.
Well, getting away from the Super Bowl a minute, how about some of the national anthems at baseball games? Nothing compares to Whitney Houston.
No,
Oh,
No.
that was just fantastic.
and don't forget we had to have an African American. What do you call it? Yeah, okay. National anthem. They had their own.
Was that, I didn't,
Yeah, it was. She had a great voice.
oh, it was the lady that was dressed in yellow. She had
Yeah.
a yellow dress. Okay, that
Yeah.
was then. At that point, we weren't really all sitting down in front of the TV. My wife and my sister-in-law and me, we were too busy in the kitchen. But I
Okay.
knew that was coming, and I didn't really pay attention to her or listen to it. But yeah, she did have a beautiful voice. I mean,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
But I
voice.
think there should be one national anthem for
yes,
our nation.
we're all Americans here.
Right.
It's
We,
not-
the division
yeah.
has gone far enough.
yeah.
We don't need to divide that.
If
now,
that's
too.
the case, how about if we have a white national anthem?
Yeah. Well, then we
They
got
have
to
a
do
black
everybody.
one, they'll have a white one, and then they'll have the regular one.
Asian.
Yeah.
Gotta have that. But
Yeah.
anyway, it was the game itself was just fantastic.
Yeah.
So we enjoyed it.
So-
My son came over with his girl, so that was
Yeah.
fun. So
Taylor Swift got booed.
Taylor Swift, yeah. Boo. And she goes, they watch her lips. She said something like, "What's going on?
Yeah, right.
They're booing you, lady."
Well, I do have to say that the majority of the crowd, they did say, were Eagle fans.
Oh yes, yeah.
You know,
No
compared to
question.
the Chiefs fans,
Yeah.
and so there was a lot there. And Taylor Swift with Kelsey. What's his last name? I
You
forget.
put me on the spot, but yeah.
I forget. Kelsey, whatever. And the two governors were going back and forth. Josh Shapiro and the governor from Missouri.
Oh,
Bragging rights. Who was going to be the best? And it was funny. Right at the end, Josh Shapiro said, "But Taylor Swift's from Reading, PA."
yeah. I was just gonna say that, right?
Yeah.
Here's a girl that was born in Reading, PA, and the Eagles, they're all booing her. You came from Reading, and look, the girl. Look, there are some songs that I'll admit that I blast in my truck once in a while.
Oh yeah, I got about 10, 15 songs on my Apple playlist.
But
Yeah.
she has given away so much. She really has.
Oh,
She
you
helps a
mean
lot
charity
of people.
and things like
Yeah,
that? Yeah. Yeah.
So you gotta love her anyway. You know,
Yes.
whatever. But Eagle fans are tough.
Oh, they
are
are.
tough.
No doubt about it. Well, you should know being a Giant fan.
Yeah. I don't even want to go to a game when they're up there, unless we're at home.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the one time the Yankees in Boston. They've always been rivals, and I went to a Yankee game one time, and nobody was out of control. Nobody was like really picking on anybody, but there was this one guy coming down with a Red Sox uniform on. He's carrying his beer, and he tripped.
And
he
this is
fell.
at Yankee Stadium?
Yeah, this was at Yankee Stadium, and he was behind us, and it was just so funny because everybody felt bad, but they were laughing too. So, Yankee fans are not as crazy as Eagles, but but it's fun.
Mm.
Speaking of crazy, do you want to go there?
Go ahead.
The Dems.
Oh my God.
They are protesting in the streets. They're yelling and
I-
screaming.
whether you like Trump or not, how can you vote against or protest against what he's doing? He's finding corruption
Right.
and millions of dollars that's being wasted, our taxpayer money that's being wasted on this crap.
Mm-hmm.
That could lower the deficit, which in turns lower interest rates, which in turns lower prices on everything, and you expose the deep state. I mean, that's basically what this is. All this crap, and he's not done. He's going to the Department of Education. He's going to the military. He's going to go to Social Security. I'm hearing I think you said it. Social Security. They're giving money out to dead people.
Yeah, they're paying dead people. Yeah.
Unbelievable. And people are protesting against this.
Because they're
involved.
I hate to say it, but there's probably a backdoor somewhere. They're getting some funds here, and they're not going to get them anymore. Especially this Elizabeth Warren. She is screaming at the top of her lungs.
That other one from California.
Yeah, Maxine Waters.
Maxine Waters. Yeah.
Let me just show. I got to show you a quick clip. Maxine Waters, Elizabeth Warren, and Chuck Schumer. I just have a quick 3B. Listen to this.
We have got to tell Elon Musk, nobody elected your ass. Nobody told you could get all of our private information. Nobody told you could be in charge of the payments of this country.
Elon Musk wants everyone in America to be at the mercy of Elon Musk. We are here to fight back.
And we cannot allow Elon Musk and a small group of people to secretly, behind closed doors, take away our privacy, take away our dollars, take away everything we have. We are going to fight this fight. I am going to stand with you in this fight, and we will win.
So there you go. There's your tax dollars.
Yeah.
Going to work for you.
I mean, they got to, don't they? I mean, I would think any common sense American out there would say, hey, this is a good idea. We're trying to find out where all this money is going.
Right.
But there's people out there, oh no, like today where I was working, I mentioned about the penny thing. It costs 3 cents to make one penny.
1 penny, yeah.
Oh, and this girl popped up and she said, oh, that's a bunch of bunk. I said, no, it's not. They're talking about it.
Yeah.
Who wants to get rid of pennies? I mean, keep your pennies. You never know. They might be worth something.
Yeah, hold on to those pennies. Because right now they're worth 3 cents.
That's right.
For every penny you got.
Yeah, who would ever thought?
Yeah, so they continue to scream and yell in the streets. And it's funny, the camera just stays within the group behind them. And there's probably 50 people against 77 million in the U.S. that voted this in to find out what's going on. And I saw a news conference, and Elon Musk and Trump were both there. And Musk was explaining what he's doing. And look, this guy's got billions of dollars,
Yeah.
right? He's not looking for my social security
I
number
know. I
to
know.
take a loan out.
Yeah, right. He's not.
You know?
Yeah. Well, they're saying that some of the people that he hired are young.
Yeah, that's
20.
true.
One by the name of Balls, Mr. Balls or something like
Yeah.
that. There's a guy, one of the kids, or he's 19 or 20. He's a computer genius. And there's, oh, he could, what's he doing with all the information and this, that, and the other thing? People don't understand. Musk is not really doing any, he's finding this stuff and then he's going to Trump.
Right.
And asking Trump, what do you want to do? Trump is the one that runs everything, not Elon Musk. You could talk all you want about Musk. He's not doing anything. He's just reporting what he's seeing.
And this is what Maxine Waters screams about all the time. We did not vote you in, and we're
Right.
going to get you out. And and Musk was on today, this call, and he said it right out. I find stuff and I bring it to him, and he tells me what to do
Right.
with it. But they're finding billions.
Oh, billions.
Trump thinks they're going to find $1 trillion.
$1 trillion. Do you imagine what that'll do to the deficit?
Yeah,
If he
cut us
finds
down
all of
$1
a
trillion.
sudden. Oh my God.
You want income tax lowered? You want your income tax taken off Social Security?
Right.
You got to cut somewhere else. And this money is just, oh my God, it's
Yeah.
crazy
Yep.
what's going on. But
Hmm.
they're just yelling and screaming
Yep.
and against it, which makes no sense.
Yeah,
I mean,
it just makes no sense at all. Why would you be whoever's the president who's doing this? Why would you be against that?
right.
I just don't get it. Why would you be against all this money, these taxpayers, and what they're paying? You paying taxes is going to this crap that's overseas for stuff. Maybe there is, things overseas that they want to, but you don't have to spend $4 or $5 million or $1 billion on something like this. You
Yeah.
can still have it going over, but not. Why do we have to spend money on that? It's
Well,
ridiculous.
well, it was
and
cool.
some of that money went to terrorists,
I know.
terrorist organization
And
groups.
you
and
know
stuff.
that's getting around, a kickback around.
Oh yeah.
Elon said too, they're going to make mistakes. And if they cut something they think is worth it, they're going to have it put back in.
Right.
They're doing it so fast that mistakes will be made, but he'll fix it. It's, and that was good to hear that he understands where some people are coming from, because this is something new. But this has been going on for years,
Yep.
years and years and
Yep.
years. And these people got rich on it,
Right.
no matter how you look at it.
Yep. Yeah. Somebody's getting paid off. Somebody's making this. I mean, Social Security money going to people that have died. Where's that money going? Who's getting it?
Right.
Is the family of that person getting it?
Probably, right? Who knows? Maybe they're signing the checks of fraud right there. We know that if you lose a spouse, your spouse is entitled to your Social Security, whichever's higher.
Right.
But it's made out to their name, not to the
Yes.
dead person.
That my sister's like that right now. She's
Right.
getting her husband that passed in 2017. She's getting his Social Security. Yeah.
Yep. So hopefully this will snowball down into lower prices. And,
Right.
Musk was even saying, what if we go an entire year and prices don't go up at all and they start going backwards? Interest rates go backwards, things like that.
Yeah.
It'd be great for the consumers.
It would. Yep.
So,
What else?
well, lastly, I did want to talk about no more boys and girl sports.
Well, no more tampons in boys' locker rooms.
Yeah. I don't know what they would do with them, but
I don't know either.
But Riley Gaines, from the beginning, she was the one that really started to bring it
It did.
to the forefront.
Yep.
When she won all these medals and she was number one, and she just incredible 12-time, 13-time All-Star swimmer. And then this guy comes in and starts winning. This guy was ranked 300 something in the boys swimming, and he said he was a girl, and then he was beating everybody. And the guy was towering over all these girls.
Right.
He was huge. But the NCAA
Yeah.
that the sports one,
Yep.
they just announced today that they're going to reinstate all the medals that were lost.
Is
the
that right?
girls lost,
Wow.
that these, guys took, competing in women's sports.
Yeah.
So, and I gotta show you this last clip. President Trump with Riley Gaines and talking about her and thanking her. And then he has all these young kids surround him, and he signs.
I saw that. That's pretty neat.
That is
Great.
really kind of touching, I think. And all these girls that know that they're going to play against girls moving forward.
Right.
It was really cool. So check this out.
Yep.
We're honored to be joined today by many incredible advocates for women's sports, including the brave swimmer at the forefront of this battle. And Riley Gaines is a person that I've been watching. Yeah. Good job. She fought hard. Riley was a 12-time All-American. Well, that's pretty good. 12-time All-American who sacrificed countless hours in the pool just for a chance at the title. It's so important to her. She gave up everything and just gave everything she had. But then the league forced her to share a spot on the podium with a male swimmer who took her trophy while the media celebrated this stolen glory. And Riley is just a tremendous athlete, and it was a very unfair situation. I watched it. A lot of people watched it. It was ridiculous, frankly. But I want to thank Riley. She really has been in the forefront. People that aren't that well versed in this would say that she was the leader. Okay. You ready? What a nice picture this is, huh, Governor? You ready? We'll do a good job. Wait, let me press that. I want to make this a really good signature because this is a big one, right? Oh, I think we have a 10. We have a 10.
God bless you, Mr. President.
All right. So, yeah, we're back. So I thought that was a fantastic clip, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Um,
That was a very good clip.
so we're getting some feedback finally after 9 shows.
Mm-hmm.
And some of it are, people are watching and they're telling us we're getting better and better and better
Right.
as we go, which is
Yeah.
great. Because if you look at number 1, it looks like it was filmed in the back of an alley somewhere and it was terrible. In fact, up to, I think, number 7 was not that great. So,
Yeah.
but I think we're getting better. We are now on Pandora, if you just search for us.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a TikTok page now, and we're going to just do kind of snippets from what we talk about.
Right.
I'm going to put them on TikTok. And again, to direct people.
shorts, like shorts?
They're little shorts.
Little
Yeah.
shorts.
And they come out pretty good. So I do all the editing stuff.
Yeah.
But look, we're looking to grow. And I'm going to ask again, if you're on YouTube, it doesn't take much to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything.
Right.
Just hit the subscribe button.
Yep.
If you're on Spotify, like us, save us.
Yep.
Same thing with Apple. We're pretty much all over. If you just search the Bill and Joe Show, we come right up, and we got a great logo. I had cards. I don't know what I did with them. We got a good logo, and I think we're going to become recognizable. At least I hope so.
All righty.
Good.
That's good.
Thank you. I'm Joe.
And I'm Bill.
Nice day. See you guys.
Yep.
We'll see you next week.
See ya. Bye.